Hey guys, it's Sarah, and today I bring to you my September wrap-up. In September, I read a whopping 2 books because I'm good at reading and keeping up. But before we get into talking about those books, I want to tell you guys a little story. So I went to the Ransom Riggs book signing this past Friday, and it was really fun, and I kind of just wanted to show you guys the photos that I took. I'll just like stick them in the corner. I got to meet Kat, Christine, and Jessie, which was super great, and I also got to meet Sana from Ink Bones Books, and it was super exciting because I found out that she just moved to near me. That's correct English. I have not read Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. That's a tongue twister of a name title thing. Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. I have not read that series. So the whole book signing, people were asking questions and stuff during the Q&A session, and I was kind of like, I think this might be spoilers for the whole book, and I was really tempted to raise my hand and be like, excuse me, what are these books about? Because I'm very confused. I get that they're like about kids that have like powers or something, but I don't know much about the series besides that. But it made me excited to read them because now I own the 3rd book. Look at that, to Sarah. We had a really good moment and we got a photo together. It was really expensive. This cost me like $20, so you know how I feel about that, so. Also, Kat, Christine, and Jessie signed this bookmark for me, so this will probably be worth something someday because, you know, they're so popular. Booksplosion coming at ya. That's pretty much it for story time. I just wanted to share these memories with you all, but now we can get on to talking about the 2 measly books that I read this month. The first book I read, although I didn't really even read it, I listened to it on audio, was A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J Maas. And yes, you did hear me right, I did read a Sarah J Maas book. For those of you who don't know, I'm not super crazy about the Throne of Glass series. I've only read the first one and I just didn't keep going in the series, and I wasn't a big fan of Sarah J Maas's writing style, and I didn't really love the characters in that series, but I thought I'll give her another go because everybody's obsessed with her, and so I read ACOTAR. Is that the nickname for it? Is that what we call it? I don't know, I'm gonna go with it. I read ACOTAR and I've got good news. I liked it, I really did. I will continue reading this series because I think more books are coming out. I don't know, but I'll keep going. I gave this book, I believe, 3.5 out of 5 stars, and it's not like a 3 where it's like low, like, I didn't really like it, but more like a high 3. Like, I liked it, but there were definitely some things that I was like, I could do without. But overall, I really enjoyed the story. For those of you who don't know, although I don't know why you don't know, the book is essentially about this girl named Feyre who is a human, and in the very beginning of the book, her family kind of lives in poverty. Oh, also it's a fantasy book. I'm not describing this very well. But anyway, she is hunting in the woods and she sees a wolf, and so she shoots it with an arrow, and she's like, yay, we'll eat this wolf or something because my family and they're hungry. And little does she know, she shot a fairy actually, and she killed a fairy, and so due to some like ancient treaty between fairies and humans, she has to go live with this guy named Tamlin, who is like a fairy guy, and basically it's like a Beauty and the Beast retelling. The book almost felt like 3 in 1. I don't know if anyone else felt like this, but it felt really long. Again, I was listening to an audio, so I couldn't like visually see how long it was. But Feyre kind of is in 3 different locations throughout the book, and each of them is kind of like their own act. And it's interesting. It was almost like a play, like Act 1, Act 2, Act 3. And I thought Sarah J Maas did a really good job of kind of like doing that, because by the end of it, I was kind of like, how can she wrap this up? There's so much happening. Like, it was kind of an action-packed book. I will say that the middle part, I could probably do without. That's probably why I gave it a 3.5 stars, because I was just like, do we really need this middle part? I don't know. But the first part and the 3rd part were very good. The 3rd part was my favorite, so the ending was really good. It was really interesting what was happening there. I won't tell you any details because that would be spoilers. I feel very conflicted about Rhysand. For any of you who've read it, let me know what you think of Rhysand down below. Like, he very conflicts me, I'm good at English, because he is like bad, but at the same time, like, I don't know. I know I shouldn't give in to the cliche of like liking the bad boy, and I definitely don't agree with a lot of things that he does in the book, but I'm very, very, very interested to see what's going to be happening in the second book. The second book I read was World After by Susan E. This is the second book in the Penryn and the End of Days trilogy. I usually just call this the End of Days trilogy, but I guess Penryn's name is technically supposed to be there. For those of you who don't know, this is a post-apocalyptic book series that has like angels in it, and it's really cool, and I really enjoy it, and if you want more summary of it, then watch my August wrap up because I described it way more there. I think I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. I've loved every book in this series so far, and I'm currently reading the third one. I'm also really, really loving it. I just love how character driven it is, but it's also like action packed, and Penryn is just such a great female lead. She's so capable and just awesome, and I honestly wish I could either be her friend or just be her, because I would feel really great about that. And I really love Raffi as well. And then Penryn's mom is probably one of like my all-time favorite characters because she's just literally, she's crazy, but she's hilarious. So I recommend this series. I don't really have much else to say about it. I'm gonna stop. This is why I don't normally have books to hold up, because if you've noticed, I don't know what I'm doing and I'm just like flailing it around everywhere, but this is good. So that was pretty much it for my wrap up. It's weird to only have 2 books to talk about, but I didn't have a great reading month. I was kind of just busy with school and just laying around, to be honest, because if I wasn't in school or at work or like doing homework, I just didn't want to do anything. So I didn't. If you've read any of these books, let me know down below so we can chat about it. And you're all beautiful. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. My shirt is clashing with this background. It's very, I don't even know, eclectic right now. That's another chai.